within the area itself, Leicestershire and Rutland, we are the first group to have ever come up with the idea of a history project, particularly an oral history project, which is a main emphasis for what we're doing. We are recording the personal histories of lesbians, gay men, bisexuals, and the trans community, all 4 parts of our community here, for ourselves, and also, more importantly, for posterity, so that in 20 years' time, we will be able to listen to the recordings, we will be able to understand what life has been like in the past for our community. One of the other reasons as well is that this year is very important, is 1967 in England and Wales was an important year, and I think probably everybody here knows that. 67 was the year of the partial decriminalization of gay male sex. Now, at that time, back in 1967, the age of consent for gay males was 21. So anybody back in 1967 who was 21 is now either or very close to approaching the age of 65, retirement age. And this is a very important time for us. We need to start gathering these histories because in a very short period of time, we're going to begin to lose those histories. And that's a very tragic thing for us. What we've done as well today is come together to celebrate a little bit about the end of the first of 3 years for the project. Now, Heritage Lottery Fund has been fantastic. They have given us the opportunity that we otherwise would not have had. They have been so instrumental in ensuring that we have the funds, the ability, the time to gather those histories. Now, at the moment, we have more than a dozen. We have close to 15 of those histories recorded from who are gay men, who are lesbians, members of the trans community, and bisexuals. So we have very, very important work ahead for us for the next 2 years. What we have back here, if you have not already seen it, I'm sure everybody has up to this point, we have our pilot exhibition. Now, one of the tasks that I've given everybody that I've talked to here so far this evening is to see what needs to be improved on it. And it might be just there's a word here that's out of place, or a date that should have been 1962, but it says 63. Maybe there's a photo that's inaccurate, or additional history that we need. That's our challenge here for ourselves today, and over the course of the next week while this project is here. And again, one of the other things I want to do is ask a favor of you, each and every one of you, and that is, we need people to help volunteer for the project. And it might be people who help to interview individuals. It might be people who have skills in IT, art, design, who have time to help us to make this project run. In addition, I'm looking for people who want to be interviewed, who want to have their stories told. And I guess I should stop by saying that actually we don't interview. I think that's kind of a misconception. We don't sit there with a list of questions saying, question number 1 is this, can you give me the answer? Question number 2. It's none of that. What we're looking at is, it's your personal history. Our interviewers sit here and they help you to tell your history, but there are no particular questions for you to answer. That's the first part. The second thing as well is I wanted to introduce, I wanted to thank all of the volunteers that we have who've been helping us in the project. Again, without volunteers, this project would not be successful. And in particular, I wanted to say thank you to a member of our volunteering team, Anna, who's standing in the back here. And besides the fact that Anna has been so instrumental in ensuring that our history project is at the place where it is, I also wanted to wish her a happy birthday today. So if you all join me, we say happy birthday, Anna. And also, if I can invite her up here for a moment.
Oh.
This is just to show you that we remembered you today. We remember all of the work that you've done, and we really, really do appreciate what you've done for us so far. Thank you very much. Now, at this time, what I'd like to do is actually call up Simon, because he needs to do a little bit of housekeeping, I believe. And Simon, could you come up here for a moment? Doing a little bit back to front, but I know he has a couple of very important messages to tell us before we continue on.
Thank you, Dennis. We do like a bit of improvisation. So,
changing things around is good. Welcome everybody. Like I say, just a bit of housekeeping. If you've not found them yet, the toilets are through the door there and first on the left. And there isn't a fire alarm expected tonight, so hopefully we'll be okay. Can I just say a little bit, Dennis, about... I was delighted when Anna and Dennis approached us to host the Untold Stories exhibition in the library. I was at the mayoral hustings before the city mayor was in post, and one thing that I picked up as an officer of the city council was the fact that a fair few people who were asking questions were saying that there wasn't enough engagement with the community by almost any departments in the council. And obviously that quite hurt me, because I thought we really wanted to sort of improve that situation. So the fact that Dennis and Anna were able to approach us thinking that a library is a great neutral space for all communities across the city was really wonderful for us. The other great thing is that it's really shown in these straitened times how I think we might have to work together going forward. There's less money around, there's more people going for funding, so the Heritage Lottery guys must be under a lot of pressure, I understand that. But if we can bring everybody together to work together, it's a really positive opportunity for people's creativity. I think when people have little money, they do get more creative. And I think there's about 5 different organisations who've helped this come together. As in the library service, like Dennis said, Anna has put in so much work, so she really deserves to have a great launch tonight. And I mean, it's quite fitting that it's on her birthday. But also, so that's the organisation there, the lottery, the LGBT Centre, the library as a statutory body, and we've had Leicester People's Photographic Gallery, Ian and John, who've advised us how to best. They've given us the boards at a very amenable rate, and worked with us in pointing the direction to Johnny Wright, the printers who have done all the printing in collaboration with Dennis and Anna. So I think and hope that this is just a start. We're hoping to continue this collaboration. We've already been talking about taking more information, more leaflets, more posters, more flyers, things that are going on, and using our ways of disseminating information to get the information from the centre and about the project out to all areas of Leicester. We're already talking preliminary about the Everybody's Reading Festival in October, doing a follow-up event then, and also getting to use the project to inform our service into what kind of stock we should be having, that if there's any gaps that we're missing, and that you can, feel like we are listening and we are responding to your, to what you want. So again, really delighted that it's here, and I hope it's a great success. Thank you, Dennis.
Small things next. First of all, as well, back here, there are 2 PCs that are available for you to look at. They go directly to our centre's website, but what I wanted to point out there is that there is actually a link on there, on the homepage, which will allow you to listen to 4 5-minute excerpts from interviews that have taken place so far. So there are 4 of them on there. There's one of a gay man, one of a lesbian, one member who's bisexual, and a member of the trans community. Give you the opportunity to either listen to